I'm not too sure they will. I mean, I'm hoping they do. I'm interested in this matchup too, because like I'm kind of wondering where Aster's head is at. Like, especially because like it looked like one game, Freeze looks great, and then like you said, he kind of falls off a cliff, and I'm kind of wondering like, is it the lack of synergy? Is it the drafts? Like, are they kind of like because Freeze is coming in here so late? Are they kind of locked into playing one style of draft? I don't really know. Like, I don't know what the timing's been with like the chemistry and what they've been setting up and trying to pull off here in terms of drafts. It feels very odd to me the way that they've been playing because there was success there. We've seen good play, and it just hasn't meshed ever since that first game with Freeze. As for VICI, it's tough to go down to the lower bracket against Elephant, but it's like, yeah, that's your top three. So, one of them had to make it down here and ends up being VICI.
Yeah, there's no reason to think why they can't, push forward, get to that top three again. They are probably the best team left in the upper bracket at the moment, so all to play for. Yeah. That's what it is. I love seeing that Sven ban.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Without that, we got that Sven ban in the first phase once yesterday, right? It was like second phase ban in one of the games, and then it was finally a first phase ban where I think the prioritization of this hero has really just gotten to that point where you need to first phase ban him, and I think you can beat Undying. Like, there's heroes that can take care of the Tombstone. We've seen it. We've seen heroes like handle the Tombstone early on in games, get that extra like 125 gold. Especially even like, I know Rubik's not exactly the best Tombstone hitter, but it's been heroes like Rubik and a +1 where it's like, oh, you dropped a Tombstone, thanks for the gold. I appreciate that. And I think Undying's become the hero of choice out of all those heroes that were in that first phase ban that I think teams are going to be like willing to play against.
I think, the Lena and the Wisp should be banned like 99% of the time. I think Mars could be let through sometimes as well if they want to ban Undying instead. Yeah. I think those two, out of the four, they're the two that I would be considering letting through them the most.
Yeah, for
Wisp,
sure.
Lena, just take them out. Interested to see what Aster go for here, because coming into this series, obviously like Rubik and Undying were going to be two of my heroes to look out for.
Whoa. That's not, if you had me guess 10 heroes, I wouldn't have said Nyx. If you had me guess 20 heroes, I probably wouldn't have even said Nyx second pick anyway. That is a hero we've seen, I think, once before, and it was a last pick, and if I recall correctly, I want to say it lost.
Hang on, Big Up. I'm just going to go and look at the heroes that are next to Nyx to find out what
making sure it wasn't a misclick.
Yeah, so Naga and Pangolier. See, those
maybe a Pango misclick.
I wonder what this Nyx is about. This is interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely an odd pickup. Like, we've not seen this hero at all, really.
Maybe Freeze is playing it mid. Who knows? There was, because last time they played it on Elephant,
and it went horrible.
When they got absolutely stumped by LGD, it felt like at least the hero had a reason to be picked. They've picked this blindly into an Undying, and then the VICI still have 4 heroes to go. And I don't think Nyx is a massively strong hero. Like, it can be okay, but it's like a really greedy laning stage, for example. And what role is it even playing here? Are they playing Nyx 5, Rubik 4, I assume?
Are they playing Nyx offlane? Like, would they be willing to do an XXS offlane Nyx? I don't think so. Like,
I mean, it's cool to see them doing something different, and I'd love to see how they approach the second phase of the draft now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to pick a team's opening to go get behind, I'm probably picking VICI's Drow Undying.
Yeah, I agree with that. One of the things that's also interesting is just the bans that followed that up, because CK, not a ban we see that much. He's a hero picked very situationally at the moment, and then Phantom Lancer. So, like, what are these two heroes kind of like giving you a hint in terms of like what they're trying to set up for their drafts? Because Phantom Lancer to me seems like a very specific hero, not something that's pretty meta right now. That if you're banning that hero, you want to be going to something else, maybe the Medusa.
if you're picking Undying Drow, you have to ban PL because the PL constantly has the gap close to get on top of the Drow all the time, and it absolutely rips Tombstone to pieces like super quickly. So it makes both those lives of those heroes that they've picked so far miserable. Like what they're doing at the moment on VICI is just covering their Drow pick by getting rid of these cores that have gap close. So like historically, it's been like PL, PA, Spectre, Sven, like these kind of like Void as well as sometimes okay, but Jar's usually fine against that because you have the window of the game where you've got Gust. For Aster though, I think the Venge ban's fine. Like obviously Venge Drow is really good. CK Beastmaster are these two tanky offlaners that kind of like effectively like stand in the front line, be that like meat shield for the Drow in team fights. Beastmaster Drow is really strong, like with the aura.
Yeah, I think
Stacking,
seeing
so.
CK last night, a couple teams may have taken notice how strong that hero can be,
I
especially
mean, Night
once he gets that
Stalker's
Ags.
yeah, Night Stalker's the one that's still in the pool for me for both these teams.
And there's the Klingspan. That's another one of those heroes that just kind of like showed up last night and really made I think Klinks made a name and planted a flag in this meta, at least in this region for this event. It's like, hey, I'm here and I hurt. Like, you want to pick Sven, you want to pick these heroes that I can rip through, go for it, because these teams aren't scared to play them.
Talking about heroes that we saw yesterday, though, that like that. I mean, Centaur's another one that we could see potentially coming through. We
Yeah.
didn't see a huge amount of until yesterday. I'm interested to see what VICI pick here. Like, obviously, their POS 4 slot is still open. If they want to just pick some kind of general hero here. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. And we've been seeing a lot of
So,
the Earth Spirit, and the Earth Spirit performances all tournament have been pretty much top tier.
it's a pretty good Earth Spirit game as well. We see it so much against Rubik.
Yeah, because it's really anything you're going to get from this Earth Spirit is not going to be really of much utilization to a Rubik. You can get the roll and rolling boulder at a slow speed, but like I don't know, much of what Earth Spirit has in his kit is not going to be amazing being thrown back by a Rubik. And now this Phoenix. So this draft for Aster, like, there's multiple offlane potential here. Because you could go offlane Nyx. I don't think they're going to go offlane Nyx. You could go 5-position Rubik too.
What's happening right now? Like, I know, like obviously we've seen offlane Phoenix this tournament already. But so I'm assuming it's going to be Phoenix 3, Rubik 4, Nyx 5. But I'm not 100% sure. But then why are they value like the Phoenix 3 last time? Do you remember we talked about how it felt like it had no game impact almost? Like it felt very underwhelming in the game. Like they've already got an egg hitter in the Drow.
It was something I talked about in that draft too. Was just like the gold you've got from being a 3 over a 4 isn't exactly something that's like gonna have much game impact, or at least it hasn't in the past, and it didn't in that game either. Just looking also at the fact that XXS hasn't played offlane Nyx Assassin since 2017, maybe hints at the fact that that's going to be a 5-position or a 4-position Nyx.
When was the last time Lanham played it?
The Nyx Assassin, let me take a look.
He might have played it recently that we don't know about around this tournament. I love this pick from VICI though. Obviously Slardar, very good laner, especially if it's against Nyx 5. Like, they need to make sure they pick some range score here on Aster that doesn't get bullied massively hard by the Slardar, I think. Otherwise, the lane's just going to be really difficult for them. I mean, but then if you're forced into like picking that kind of hero, I think you just have to pick something that is going to have a relatively difficult lane and just accept it, almost.
So the last time Lanham played Nyx Assassin was October 9th, 2018.
Oh, not that long ago.
Was in the Asia Pro League with Deathbringer Gaming, a short stint team that only lasted a couple of months, and that was on the SEA servers. So that was very tough for him.
I'm trying to think of. Okay, so think of Arc Warden. We've seen this Arc Warden against Drow a decent amount, obviously trying to defend your towers and things. But I think VICI have tools of dealing with it. They have the Earth Spirit, the Slardar that can gap close. Like, they do kill it quickly because they have good damage output. I don't think Aster will be given the time to farm on this Arc Warden that they want if you're just looking at VICI's lineup right now.
I'm trying to think of someone mid who's going to really be strong enough for VICI's lineup, and You can call me stupid. Morphling? Morphling mid, maybe?
Maybe it's okay. I was trying to think of a hero for Aster's line because they like don't have this hero that just goes in either, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're very what's the word? Backline focused with the Arc Warden, like this Rubik, the Phoenix, all kind of wanting to step off a little bit. What's the Nyx going to do? Just run in and hit somebody? It doesn't sound great, does it?
Yeah. Let me also take a look at, I guess, uh, Bobica's last Knicks game.
That's a
I'm
good
just trying
idea.
to see when the last time these guys played Nyx Assassin was.
Because I mean, if it's Nyx 4, Phoenix 5, that's like
Where does
sorry,
that
Nyx
put the
4,
Rubik?
Phoenix 3. That would be like yeah, and then put Lanham on Rubik. Like that
I'm
might be
like,
better.
even Bobica hasn't played it since May 2019. Huh.
I like this Lycan band though from VICI. We saw Freeze play that, and he did really well on it actually.
Yeah. It was fun mid game.
Void Spirit band, yeah, they need some like gap close hero on Aster that's just willing to get into the backline. I think this Ember still has potential as well. Maybe a little bit difficult to play against Nyx potentially because of the Spike Carapace on like the Flame Guard and stuff. But I think
Well,
it looks okay.
yeah. Sorry, you mean Vici would need the Ember.
Yeah, sorry, Ember for VICI. Yeah,
Because I kind of like it for both teams. But I wonder if this Arc Warden is going to be mid or safe. Because there's
it'll
still
just depend
potential
on
to have it in
matchup.
both lanes, right?
Yeah, it'll just depend on the matchup. That's all it comes down to.
Well, yeah, but the problem is, like, now are you picking a 2 or a 1? And do you have a hero that's going to be flexible to do so? Because, you're the one picking first in this fifth pick. And the matchup's against the Drow, but you don't know your mid yet. Or, well, it's against the Slardar.
They have like okay catch. They have okay damage output. Like their mid game to early game damage output on Aster might be a bit of a problem, but like they do have this Phoenix who can go like Veil first, for example, and feels really good this game with the heroes they have.
Good enough where you're going to put it into the 3, though?
I think the Phoenix is going to be the 3. I'd be really surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, me
I
too.
think
I just think it's going to be XSS on the Phoenix. But he was who played it last time when we were talking about the Phoenix from the 3 to the 4 doesn't exactly feel that amazing.
um, I'm really struggling with this last pick. I think they need quite a lot of things in terms of like protecting their Arc Warden. But they need some like early damage out. But they need a little bit of oh, okay, that's the hero that goes in. I don't mind it. It's okay.
I just don't know if that's 4 heroes that I trust to protect Arc Warden.
I think it's okay. I don't mind this actually. I forgot about. That's probably the. Well, they've picked it, so it's going to be the best hero that they could have asked for. But it builds armor naturally against like Drow Slardar, which is really important. This early BKB is going to be really important.
Offlane Doom mid Rubik.
Oh no! Stop.
Why not?
Like it controls the tempo of the game well, and it makes space for the Arc Warden, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
Ori
the hero
Storm.
that jumps the back.
Yeah,
line.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with VG. Ori Storm is going to be a treat, and I like their lineup a little bit more. And it will be that offlane Phoenix. And a 5 Nyx Assassin. What does this 5 Nyx Assassin get done that you couldn't pick, like, any other 5 position for?
Lanham's just on a mad one at the moment. He's picking some different heroes.
What did I say the last time he played it? 2018?
Yeah, we've seen him playing a decent amount of Chen recently as well, which is a bit different. He's played some Elder Titan as well.
Mm-hmm.
Played some Clockwork. Just doing whatever he wants.
Okay.
This 5 Nyx, at least it's laning with an Arc Warden. So, like, they have this range hero that can play up against the Slardar and things and shouldn't need a huge amount of help, potentially. I mean, obviously, if the Earth Split rolls in and kicks him back, he can still be in trouble, but the Nyx should be enough protection that if they make that jump onto the Arc Warden, he can, like, throw down an Impale or something and just slow everything down.
Mm-hmm.
I like this Storm pick, though, like you were saying. I think it's really good. Like it can jump the Arc Warden if needed. I think otherwise you just jump the Phoenix every single fight as well, potentially. And when you get a BKB in this game on the Storm, you're going to feel really good. Like the only thing that stops you from doing anything after you get BKB is Doom.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with VICI here. I just don't.
If that's to win with this lineup, I'd love to see it. You know,
Yeah,
I want to see them do something different and take everybody surprise and do something crazy
and get a victory with it. I don't disagree.
Second pick Nyx. Lannan puts the shades on. No shit's given. Does what he wants. Another pause, B-Cop. I'm going to blame you.
What?
You heard? Oh, Earth Spirit starting Orb of Venom. Don't see that very often.
What do you normally see on a on an Earth Spirit?
Well, I haven't seen a huge amount of Orb of Venom recently. Like some of them go boots, some of them go like more regen and things. But I feel like in this lane where he feels like he can actually contest because there's a Nyx 5, he can kind of do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the Nyx has gone boots first, so the thought of Earth Spirit now trying to chase him down might be a little bit more difficult. Have you seen Earth Spirit's Quick Buy as well? PYW's going crazy. He's queued up a Rapier on Earth Spirit first item.
Divine Rapier,
and then 6 gems.
Gem.
What a player.
Okay.
And now just gems. Okay, he's decided to skip the Rapier.
And just go gems.
Just go gem, yeah.
Sure.
Arc Warden's got 2 boots of speed queued up. Some interesting builds coming out here. Well, he needs 1 for each foot, doesn't he?
Well, he's going to need 4 then.
Arc Warden have 4 feet?
No, but he's got the Tempest Double.
What, so he needs to buy 2 new pairs of boots every time he summons a Tempest Double? Is that what you're saying?
Not every time, but that Tempest Double doesn't just get clothed for no reason.
Yeah, it does. Peacock. Why don't you understand how these spells work? Jesus.
Why don't you understand how clothing works?
DY Undying, though. Let's talk about that. What a player. I'd be interested to see what item build he starts on Undying as well. It's not a great Orb of Venom game. It's not a great Rigor Protection game. We'll probably go like a Windlace or something. Windlace and Regen. It's like he's going to assume that Bobica's going boots on the Rubik, which he is. I'm interested to see why they've picked what they've picked, though, and like how they want to try and make it work. It's like 3 Phoenix, 5 Nyx. Just feels like a bit of a mix mash. 3 Phoenix, we talked about how it didn't seem that great a couple of days ago. He's come back.
Well, nobody's disconnected.
No. Slardar's got loads of spare gold, by the way, as well. He's gone Quelling Blade Tangos. I think they may be waiting to see if there's like an aggro try or something into the Drow. Oh, they're in the lane. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I guess that makes sense.
Relax, you're doing fine.
Get back. Sure. So, this Doom is on mid-duty. I'm wondering how he's going to do up against Dory.
I think Doom should do okay. Like, the Storm will fine, and the Doom will be fine. Like, they'll both just farm. But the Doom, obviously, with Devour, should get slightly ahead. So, obviously, both heroes have the capability to push the lane in a little bit if they want to. Obviously, Storm with a Revenant. Doom with the Scorched Earth.
Mm-hmm. Just hashtag Doom things.
Oh, DY started Boots on the Undying.
Yeah, we were
Didn't
talking
even go
about the
with
different
this.
builds we've seen from Undying recently.
It's not a good game for Orb of Venom or Ring of Protection this game, so he wanted movement speed. I just thought he would go more regen instead of Boots. But
30 seconds to battle.
By the way, who do you think's gonna hit like Grandmaster Rubik first? If you had to guess.
what in pubs?
Or like out of pro Rubik players. Or like even
Well,
any hero.
who would I call the
Battle
Grandmaster?
begins.
Yeah. Sure.
I just changed the question. I mean, whoever hits it first is a person that just plays the most Rubik games in pubs. I don't know. Obviously, you have to win them as well to like maximize, but who is the Grandmaster? I mean, obviously, most people would say FY. I think that's fair enough.
A lot of people would say Yabzor.
Capsule, yeah. Capsule's a very good Rubik player. I think there's some great Rubik players around in general at the moment.
And
There's
we've been
quite
seeing
a
a
few good
lot
ones
here.
in recent times. Dude, this Phoenix is doing so well in bot lane at the start of the game. He's like forcing Jar to CS into the tower while hitting random fire spirits and things.
To me.
I was gonna say we don't get to see Bobica on Rubik often.
No, he played it really well recently, didn't he? Dude, this trial hurts. When Decay goes down on the Phoenix, it's like, oh. And Erica just denied the whole first wave, so going pretty well for the trial.
It's a horrible start, of course.
Like, if you look at the XP difference between the Phoenix and the Drow right now.
I guess yeah, Bobica he did play it 4 times in a row. But it's like not the hero I think of when I think Bobica. Maybe I'm just stuck in 2017. Monkey King or Spirit.
You're just Monkey King Ricky. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spirit, yeah.
Well, to be fair, those 4 games of Rubik were like the only time he had played Rubik in like 3 weeks.
I don't know, I think last OGA he played a decent amount of it as well, though. Like, it's a hero that he has to have capability to play.
I need to stop making statements like, it feels like he doesn't play this hero. Guy who has played this hero 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Oh, Doom actually went 2 points in Scorched Earth instead of 2 points in Devour. That's interesting. Wants to lay down the hurt on Ori instead.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Monet
Monet.
wants to lay down the hurt on Old 11. Getting first blood. Under the tower.
Dude, Nick's gaming. Easy.
Yeah, Spike Carapace Impale. Get that stun. What would be a weird build you could see from Storm Spirit, by the way? Like, would we ever see Storm
Not Orchid or
Spirit?
Bloodstone.
Would we ever see Storm Spirit do the Meteor Hammer build?
No. Oh, that would be amazing. You like zip it from really
Vortex.
far away.
Meteor Hammer?
That sounds awful.
I don't even think that
No,
times out right.
Now I want to see it, though. That's the problem.
Well, actually, what's the duration on Meteor Hammer hitting?
I think it's 2.5. Or is it 3?
Is it
2.5, yeah.
Yeah, so level 4 Vortex into Meteor Hammer?
What, so you're doing the 1-4-1 Storm build, are you? Into Rushing Meteor Hammer.
Yeah. No ball lightning. Till 7.
Lady Stage going really well at the moment, though, for VICI. This bot lane especially is absolutely crushing. As expected, though, it's Undying Drow. Like, what is there to stop them, kind of thing.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, and we talked about that. We talked about how opening picks for VICI felt much better, and they're gonna get the Doom over
wow.
mid with the help of PYW.
And it's the 4-minute rune spawning here as well, and if Storm gets this, yeah, the Rubiks come over as well.
Up top.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're both fine. They both have boots, right? Yeah, they're just gonna run away.
But this is similar to what we've seen in the past with Earth Spirit. Be the forward position, have an offlaner that doesn't exactly need you to have babysit and stick around, and then move around the map. Make impact.
Yeah, I don't know. Sala against Arc Warden. Well, Arc Warden should do okay, but it gets to the point in the game where Sala just runs at the Arc, right?
DY? In some trouble, looking like he's gonna fall to XSS and will. And
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's the kill.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm asleep again today. I need to wake up. I need to start. I feel like when I miss these kills, it's through like my own fault, right? Mid lane.
Going
Storm
after
hits
the Doom
level 6
again.
first. I
Does he
missed
get the kill with the
relevant
Scorched
damage.
Earth? No.
Close. Yeah, he's going to refill the bottle. Yeah, on the Undying. That's why he just went all in there and started doing damage, because he wanted his Undying to fill
Nyx
his bottle.
Assassin.
Oh,
Lanham going down here to Old 11, getting a little bit of revenge.
Mid lane.
And then back over mid. They get the Doom this time. So Ori taking out Freeze. Lanham going down even at 3. Vici's game going really well.
I don't think the Doom expected to have the Storm have his bottle refilled there. He thought he was okay because the Storm had no mana. And all of a sudden, yeah, he just turns back up again. He's like, oh. You know, Shizer. That's a technical term, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, I've decided.
Can you use it in a sentence?
I just did. I'm sneezing and coughing and everything. What is going on? Top lane, hold 11.
Slardar again in some trouble. Spark Wraith comes in. Monet gets the kill. He's already level 6. He's got this Tempest double. He's found himself 3 kills. He's on a killing spree. He's having a great time.
Oh, that's Spirit as well. They have a Rubik here. He's trying to body block.
And he's doing a good job of doing so. Great job. Walks in front of the rolling boulder. PYW thought he was out of there, but he's going to die instead.
And then classic Rubik player, Fade Bolt for the KS. Love it.
What feels better?
That one hit close to home.
What feels better? Fade Bolt with the kill or Purifying Flames to get the kill?
Oh, Fade Bolt. There's something so satisfying about the zap. And like the sound of getting the kill. The two offlaners, by the way, are not having fun at the moment.
No, not at all.
But I think that's to be expected in their matchups. Like, this Drow had a really good first few waves, and the Phoenix kind of didn't really recover afterwards.
And up here is 3. Our Spirit just getting a D-Ward. You've got Storm coming up towards top. Sardar's taking over mid, so they know somebody new's going to be up here. And, well, if they get a kill on Ori, this would be really good for Aster. Ball Lightning going for the Arc Warden. Roll in. They're going to TP over the Doom. They've got the Telekinesis. There's the Tempest double. Can they get the kill? The Impale hits on a PYW. Ball Lightning. Monet low. Monet surviving. And they get both PYW and Ori. 4 heroes up top for Aster. And they defend their carry.
How did he survive? Oh, no, Monet. I mean, I know his hero is really tanky. He has PMS and like double Wraith Band, but that's pretty crazy. Have you seen Alanum's skill build on Nyx as well? This is what I wanted. I was thinking about him doing this against the Storm. I think you go 1-4-1. I've seen people do this against like OD and stuff before as well. And you just burn them mana and make them miserable. And I think you do it against the Storm this game as well. Yeah, it seems really good. He could go like 1-2-4 or something as well. I think would be okay, but this is cool.
I think you only need like 1 point in
Dire's top
Impale
tower is under attack.
for this game to start.
There's already a Midas on the Arc Warden as well.
Yeah, he's top of the net worth by a lot.
Oh, he's 4-0-2.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
Stacks are being made. And there's another one. Yeah, just one. Do they have any stacks in the triangle? No. Broom handle, iron talon. And
I wonder what Ori's doing here. Oh, he's taking a stack. Right, okay.
he'll try to take the stack. Shouldn't be too hard. Static remnants.
Oh yeah, he's taking it.
Yeah, easy does it. Drow in a little bit of trouble. Bobica has the telekinesis. Supernova not gonna pop in time, but the Icarus dive over and the fire spirits. Well done, gonna burn out Erica. XSS dies to Ori, but well worth it to get the kill on the Drow.
I guess it's okay. I think giving the kill to the Storm though is a pretty big deal.
Mixed Assassin getting taken out by old 11. The chase is on from Monet, but not for long.
Yeah, just sticking next to each other for the flux as well. Very well played. Just, do I want to start after me? Does he have treads? Oh, he's gone Midas. Right, okay. So we're going to have a Midas on the Arc one, but there's going to be one on the Slardar as well. Anybody else? Stoom going Might. I saw a recipe queued up. He's going drums. Thank God.
Is it just based on the way the game's going right now that Sardar's going into a Midas?
I think on these heroes that you actually benefit from the attack speed, the Midas goes up in value. Like I hate seeing on heroes that don't really. Obviously, everybody benefits from attack speed technically, but on some heroes it's much better than others.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
XSS going Eul's Shivas. Well, I think the last time we saw him on this offlane Phoenix, he went Midas Shivas.
Yeah, I think, but it's a really good Veil game this time because like it amps up so much damage on his team. Like Arc Warded spells, Nyx, himself, Rubik, like even Scorched Earth, it amps up, which is really good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lanham. Lightning and the Vortex. They've got the Silence with the Geomagnetic Grip. Flesh going Muse. Lanham dead. Doom out onto the Storm. They'll drop down the Tombstone stolen by Bobica. And he places his own Tombstone. Supernova in a good spot. Old 11 trying to run. Ori and DY already dead. They get the kill on Old 11. They'll take up 3 on the side of VICI. So Aster come out ahead. Grab a courier on top of that. And all of a sudden, Aster have themselves a 1k lead.
Yeah, as soon as that Storm gets doomed up, like the fight's just over. Unfortunately, you know, without his damage output, without the Drow being there, that's going to be that, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. I don't know whether they just didn't expect Aster to react with such high numbers there, but with this Phoenix offlane, you can fight really early. Like, your damage output with this Veil is crazy. I understand them wanting to try and, you know, force this top tier 1 down, but without the Drow, it's really difficult.
Ooh, good 2-man Silence. Magnetize, multi-shot, damage in, Spike Carapace. They get the kill on a freeze. They'll look over at Lanham. Magnetize that on both Monet and Bobica now. Do they have Tombstone? Not for another 12 seconds. Well. Doing a lot of damage on a Monet. Spark Wraith down right on top of the Drow, but they get the kill on a Monet. Icarus dive over. Electric Vortex! Erica with the triple kill eventually dies to XXS.
Yeah, huge kill for the Drow. Huge kills for the Drow. Huge fight for the Storm as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to fight without Egg and Doom, unfortunately. So as soon as like they don't have their spells up, VICI just run at them again, and they try and force another fight. And this time, without their spells, yeah, fight gets a lot harder.
Orchid first for the Storm. He'll have that soon enough.
Like, imagine if they don't commit to that fight there, though, on VICI, and like then all of a sudden, you know, maybe Storm accidentally dies in the fight or something. Like this Orchid would be a completely different timing. But after they win that one good fight, now all of a sudden he's actually like relatively close. He's like 1,000 gold away, which is nothing in the like grand scheme of things.
Tranquils for the Undying. Old 11. He's trying to finish off this blink, but he's far away from it. Hopefully that Midas comes in handy.
Yeah, I personally think they need to kill either the Nyx or Phoenix early on in the fight. Like, Arc Warden obviously is going to be the big one, but if the Nyx and the Phoenix die, like, they lose a lot of utility in their fight.
Spike Carapace and the drums now with the Vendetta Tombstone that was stolen goes down. Drow in trouble. Infernal Blade. And the Vendetta strike, and the kill is there for Freeze. They'll look over at the Undying. Sunray on him. He's silenced as well. He'll burn out to XXS.
This Veil's crazy. It's so good, this game. Like, that Undying just dying to Sunray level 2. Because of a Veil.
He's got that
I mean, for
Maelstrom.
VICI... Oh, you go first.
He's going into the Boots Travel as well. That's it. That's all I got. Just giving an update.
Yeah, just needs to split the map up on the Arc Warden. I was going to say, when they get this Orchid on the Storm, at least they can try and find some, like... Oh, God.
Oh, Storm getting caught, doomed up, Impale hits, and, well, down goes Ori.
I mean, Lannon's... Yeah, he did go 1-2-4 in the end on the Nyx. That's cool. This Spike Carapace max is... It's so good. Like, Spike Carapace in general is such a crazy skill, because it not only does it increase the stun duration, it decreases the cooldown. So, like, it effectively has a 24% uptime in stun duration. And every time somebody goes on him, until, like, Storm gets Orchid, he's gonna get, like, caught by the Spike Carapace. Because Lannon's quick enough that he'll use it before the pull comes up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We were talking about the Orchid timing, but that gets slowed down again.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is under
that's a
attack.
really sad death for the Storm, that
Radiant's
one.
bottom tower is under attack.
That one really hurts. Because now the Orchid gets delayed by another minute. When you've got this iron, you want to be having it like as quick as possible to get as many
Sardar?
uses as possible.
Broken telekinesis. They've got the Fade Bolt. And now he's silenced with the Gust from Bobica. He steals the Decay. One more right click from XSS to get the kill on Old 11. Still looking to roll in.
It's the same again though, the Carapace.
Get the Gust, Boulder Smash, slow him down, roll once more, multi-shot out, land him dead.
Dire's top tower
Got 4 heroes here for the side of Aster, 4 for VICI, Icarus Dive, and the Supernova. Are they going to go for the egg? Erica steps up, he's looking for it. There's the Infernal Blade. Do they have the right clicks? Yes, they do, just in time. PYW ends up dropping, so does Bobica. Monet now summons the Tempest double, but the Gust is on too. The Dome is down, but it's not going to be enough with the multi-shot and the damage coming in from the rest of the team. They've taken out this Arc
Dire's
Warden.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Erica finally manages to get a fight where like Erica doesn't get gone on first. He just manages to like step back a little bit, and as I feel like he's the only egg hitter in the team. The fact they dropped the egg down, I don't think they saw the Drow in the backline. Because I think if they see the Drow, they decide they probably don't want to take that fight.
Dire's
And also, if you look at the Radiant's vision for this engagement, like they have this ward next to the outpost, they have the one just below as well. They see everything, like the whole time in that engagement. So, really well played by VICI.
Oh, the Gust. And they're going to get the kill on the Nyx Assassin before he's even able to do anything. I say that, but he gets the Spike Carapace off, lands a stun on a DY, Lanham with a sliver of health, takes out the Undying before he goes down.
Oh, denied the tombstone on PYW as well. Easy. Stop that Rubik getting the gold. Yeah, and I honestly think when they get their VKBs on VICI, like we said before, this game's going to get so much easier for them. Because when they like use their BKBs and just run into a fight, there's nothing that Aster can really do apart from doom somebody up and try and kite out the BKB duration. Like, they can't deal damage in that time.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So I
attack.
just worry for them that VICI will like get their BKBs, win the fight straight away, go into Roche, take the Aegis. Storm gets the Aegis. All of a sudden, he doesn't care about Doom anymore. Like, I can see it like getting out of control really quickly. And they see the Doom farming top. There's a region rune on the Storm as well.
Pointing all the way in, they've got the Orchid, Doom in trouble, Rolling Boulder, Magnetized, Geomagnetic Grip for the extra silence, and Freeze dead. Down goes the 3-time spree, but XSS, Lanham, and Bobica are here. They're trying to go in on Ori. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. Supernova used with Telekinesis as well as the Spike Carapace, but Now the Ball Lightning using the rest of his mana just to get away, and he's
Oh.
kicked during the roll by PYW to get him some extra distance.
That was cute. I appreciate that kick. Even though it didn't really do anything, but it looks really good. That's a sad death for the Doom. He was like 50 gold off his BKB when he died.
It looks like they're
And now
going to go in
mid-lane.
once again. They've got the silence on a couple. Geomagnetic Grip hits on a 3. Boulder Smash follows it up on those same heroes. They get the kill on a DY. The Impale hits on old 11, but they've got the roll in. They get the kill on a Monet as well as Lionel. They'll take out these 2 heroes, and the rest can only retreat and watch.
Yeah, this tombstone just destroyed them in that fight. They didn't hit the tombstone at all, and so like even though this Undying just runs in and tanks a load of damage and dies, it just doesn't matter because the tombstone's still down, like doing the work that it needs to.
Southern Crush, right-click damage on to Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower. is
Slardar
under
Drow.
attack.
What a Roche pairing. Guess what? They have one of the best Aegis carries in the game.
Fallen to the
I
Radiant.
can't believe they got this Roche before they got BKBs up as well. It's pretty crazy. But all they have to do is win one fight, right? And then just transition into the pit.
Dire are scanning.
Does old 11? Yeah, he's got that Blink Dagger. He's going into the BKB. Storm going BKB. He's not too far away from that. And Drow BKB being built already has the Mithril Hammer in it.
Yeah, Drow's game going really well. These last couple of engagements, she hasn't really been focused at all. So she's able to just sit in the backline and get all her damage off, which when she doesn't have BKB, it's quite surprising. I cannot tell you how much infinitely harder the game's about to get for Aster.
What does the Doom have? He's got his BKB. 10 seconds going Blink Shivas. Which is what Phoenix is already building into,
Dire's
the
top
Shivas.
tower is under attack.
Is Shiva's okay? I guess it's alright. I was thinking maybe something like Lotus might be okay as well. But Shiva's is always going to be good on that hero with the attack speed slow and things.
They should try and fight with this Aegis, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Lincoln's
It's
next
just-
for the Storm. He's got this Aegis, the BKB, 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're smoking not just because they have the Aegis, but because there's a BKB on the Storm, and it's like a big timing reveal for them. They want to try and take them by surprise with it, which is fair enough. PYW gets a nice deep ward down, so even if the smoke doesn't hit, at least they've got something from it.
Double damage.
Smoke themselves. PYW nearby. In the Vendetta, and Lanham comes over. Impale on a 3! The Doom is used, that hits on old 11, he pops the BKB, and now the Ball Lightning away. The roll from PYW, the TP attempt. There's the Yules, that'll stop his TP. The Sunray's on him, he'll eventually burn out, as will old 11. They get the kill on a bolt. Ball Lightning, Electric Vortex, Yules onto the Storm. Flesh Golem, Tombstone on the high ground going after the Doom. They've got the Root. Can they get the kill? The multi-shot is there. The damage out, and Freeze is gone. 2 for 1 so far. Aster not looking like they're going to reinitiate, though.
What a god Lanham is. And you have to remember, that was a level 1 Impale as well. If that was level 4, that would have been really bad for VICI. And for Slardar, luckily, he gets the sprint off just before he gets doomed up. So when he gets into the river, he's able to kite out the Doom a little bit longer. So the Doom's BKB starts to go down. And then the Storm tries to take advantage afterwards. They still have Aegis though on VICI. And without the Doom, they're just going to go again. I think this Drow got a BKB now. 400 gold. Okay. A DY.
In some trouble.
He's fine.
Dire's
Never in
middle
doubt.
tower is under attack.
Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Bobica's got Rolling Boulder.
Not awful, but pretty underwhelming because you don't have any stones to work with.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and honestly, there's much better spells to steal in this game.
Top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sardar
Dire's bottom tower
on the run. Tombstone down. DY moving up. It's two-man decay. The roll is in. Now they're going to try and get the Supernova out, but the damage is there to get the egg and take it out. XSS and let him fall. Tempest double
think
will
that-
follow suit, too.
Did that die or did it just die naturally?
Thought it died
Hold on. Never mind.
naturally.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
It's a difference in a couple hundred gold.
Do they still have Aegis on Storm? They do. It's only for another 10 seconds, though. Oh, they see the Arc Warden farming the bot jungle, though, here, with the ward. If they find him here, this is massive.
He just expires. They're going to know that he's there. Rubik keeping him protected.
Dire's top
I thought they were
tower
gonna
is
go for
under
it.
attack.
I guess Storm has no BKB, actually.
Dire are scanning.
I think that Tempest double just died naturally again. That's... okay. Cool. You're like... 0.2 seconds before they were about to kill it.
All things considered, it's only a 1k lead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they are playing up against Doom Arc Warden, though. I think their game's going pretty well on VICI, honestly. Well, I say that, here we go.
Doom Muse on the Drow is the first time they've been able to focus Erica. Now on the run, the roll is there, but I don't think that was in time. Icarus dive over. Can they keep this Drow alive? It doesn't look like it, and they won't even get the deny. They've got the telekinesis, and DY's into the air. They get the kill on a freeze. Monet makes the move over. He's got the Tempest double, the two heroes hitting at DY with the help of the rest. They get the kill into the Undying. They'll take out a second. The rest will retreat on VICI, successfully escaping.
Was Slardar at the start of that fight? I don't think he was he?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I don't think Slardar was in that fight at all, was he?
Don't think so.
It feels like this has happened a few times this game where the VICI lineup just have tried to take fights as 4, and Aster just respond with more numbers.
Zip zap.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Jar tried to be a little bit greedy to stick around and hit the tower.
Fortified.
Gets punished for it massively, and now all of
Yeah.
a sudden, Aster are going back the other way. They take a tier 1 for themselves, potentially up in this top lane.
Yep.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
This Arc Warden is starting to get very, very scary. Oh, Slardar. He's trying to farm some ancients, but here come the boys.
Yeah, on a PYW, easy kill onto the Earth Spirit. Might even get a +1, but Old 11 making
There's the
some
Slardar
distance.
sticking around.
That is so greedy from Old 11. But gets away with it. At this point in the game, are you starting to worry about how VICI break the high ground? If they even get to that point?
Or, kind of, but it's different this game because they have the Storm that can just jump in and find the Arc Warden if needed. Like, it's obviously not going to be easy. I like that he's going Lincoln though as well, because not only are they against Doom on like Lift and things on Rubik, but they're also against this Arc Warden that's probably going to be building a Hex. It's the item of choice we've seen this tournament, and he already has the ultimate orb for it. So good items time. Go.
I have a feeling XSS is going to swap off this Shiva's, because Doom's getting it, and XSS...
I think
No,
double
he-
Shivas is
he-
fine though.
Did he buy out on it? No, he bought and sold the recipe.
Yeah, I think he saw it and just was like thinking, "Oh, do I still want to go for it?" But I think double Shivas is okay. It's not a massive deal.
Yeah, he picks up the Mystic Staff, so he is going to commit to it. Okay. I thought for a second he might just go to the Lotus Orb.
Both teams get a telescope. Obviously, one team with Drow, pretty good. One with Arc Warden, pretty good. Obviously, they're not going to be the ones holding it.
So I just saw somebody say even Immortal players won't say Arc Warden is good. Mo? Is Arc Warden
Oh.
good?
Of course that one is good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You said, wait, you said of course Arc Warden's good?
Are scanning.
Yeah, he can be.
Okay. Just saying.
Sada.
Blink still there and crushed into the Supernova. BKB gets popped by Ori. They're going to try and get the right clicks in under the egg, and they will. So XSS out of the fight immediately. Old 11 getting a little bit low. They'll use the Spike Carapace. They get the kill on Old 11. They'll take out the Sword. And now they look over the Nyx Assassin. DY trying to survive. He's got the Sword to get a little bit more health, but he ends up falling to Monet. They take out Lanham. They'll take out the Tempest double. PYW on the run. They've stolen Corrosive Haze level 2, so that is a pretty significant skill for Bobica to have.
3 and 5 and a 3 for a 3 and 5 Peacock. It's yeah.
Balance in all things.
Yeah, balance all things. But again, I think if they don't kill the Arc Warden, then fight's probably never really that great for them on VICI. They're just trying to control the Roche pit at the moment, which is why they're trying to find these openings and smoke plays and things. So, when this Roche spawns, that's going to be the next big fight for both of them. I have a really good observer ward just next to this Radiant secret shop as well, if they try to take this Roche fight.
Where are you going Hex next? Drago and Butterfly.
Yeah, I don't mind the Butterfly. I think that's pretty good. I mean, the big problem in this game is still going to be the Doom. I think, like, whoever he decides to go on. But yeah, VICI going to smoke up again. They want to try and find something here for the Roche. Like, there's no egg this time. Not for 10 seconds, at least.
Bobica's
they're just going to the pit.
Great game. He's 4-1 and 19.
Where did Roche go, Peacock?
Not dead just yet. Now they get the Aegis. Icarus dive in. Now they get the Supernova down. Can they kill off this egg? Yes, they can. It's very quick to take out XSS. They get the kill on Bobica. They look over the Nyx Assassin. They've got the ball lightning as well as the electric vortex onto Monet. They're trying to slow him down. The Voltage Smash hits out of the Arc Warden. They'll look over at Lanham. Stun onto Ori. He continues to move forward, but he gets hit by the Spike Carapace, so they slow him down once more. Monet, though, silence up, killed off, down and dead for the count. Down goes Freeze, and it looks like the Tempest double will follow, as does Lanham. Full team wipe for the side of VICI as well as the Aegis into their hands, and they lose nothing.
If they got to that fight slightly quicker, I think it would have been better on, well, it obviously would have been better on Aster, but they're slightly too late, so the Aegis just goes down, like, the Aegis goes onto Storm just as the fight starts. So, like, the best thing they can hope for there is if they, like, somehow kite out the Storm BKB and, like, ignore him the whole fight, find the Drow. But they're, like, running into this high ground area that they have a ward down already on VICI. You see they put one just to the left of the stairs. So they just see everything the whole fight. Egg goes down, dies straight away, and then there's nothing to protect this Arc Warden anymore. Like, in fights, if the egg goes down, they can... If there's only, like, 2 heroes hitting it, at least the Arc Warden is able to stand there and get more damage off. But if the egg dies instantly, then, yeah, they just ignore everything else. And just go on the Arc Warden.
Gordon going into the MKB, and then says Drow's got this Butterfly.
Arcane Rune Storm as well. It's rough.
They're looking to come over. Ball lightning. Spike Carapace. BKB gets popped by Ori. They get the kill on a Freeze very quickly, and they'll look for more. They'll look over at Lanham. They've got Yules up into the air as do the Phoenix. Uh-oh, XSS pops the Supernova, but again, it's not in a great spot. They get the kill on XSS. They'll take him out. He's dead for 52 seconds without buyback. Down goes Old 11. It's the Slardar who's dead. He does have buyback. They find Bobica. Look at the damage coming out from Erica. He's got himself an Ultra kill. They look over at Lanham. Can he get the Rampage? Yes, he can. Make it a +1 with the Tempest double and a GG called by Aster. VICI take game 1. And they will move 1 game away from eliminating Aster in this event.
Yeah, a bit of a weird game, this one. Aster started really well. The game was even for a long time. But they take these 2 Roches so quickly both times on VICI, and they didn't use the first Aegis massively well, but the second Roche fight it just completely kills the game. And there was like 4 eggs in a row from XXS that just instantly died. I think he played really well at the start of this game, and I think Lanham did as well, but as the games go on, like they get BKB on their 2 cores, then Slardar gets a BKB as well. They just don't have enough damage output to deal with all 3. So, unfortunate for Aster. I think they obviously had a plan coming into this series with this Nyx to see if they could do something a little bit different, see if it would work. Unfortunately, it looks good at the start, but BKBs are pretty good. Good times.
Yeah, and that's the moment we were talking about, the moment that we thought that VICI were going to start to break away and they get those